Huh. Do your own due diligence. I'm sure most of you have heard this 1,000 times. It means don't assume everything you read is true. It means you should do your own research because it's important. Today, for example, we're going to talk about a company that went from 0.85 to 0.085 in about 2 months. We're mentioning this because soon it may happen again. WPWR is what you call a development stage company. That is to say, they're setting up operations. Stock trading is one of the things they definitely rely on for financing. Their balance sheet reflects this as well. They've recorded no revenues since inception, only $20,000 in cash, $30,000 in total assets, which are dwarfed by the $560,000 in current liabilities. As expected, all of these lead to net loss. At this point, there's one relevant thing to mention. Back in February, WPWR stock price rose with almost 500%, just after they changed their name and ticker symbol. What began then was one of the biggest pumps we've ever seen, conducted by stock tips on a $4.1 million budget. And frankly, Japanese commercials aren't as ridiculous as some of the claims you can see in pumping campaigns out there. In short, unrealistic expectations go hand in hand with promotions, and this one is no exception. Monster gains, the microrefinery units being a game changer, a solution to one of the biggest problems in the industry? Okay, I guess I have to explain here. The units we just mentioned were the reason why people were caught up in the pump. A Canadian company called ME Resource made a partnership with WPWR, who would be the sole distributor in the US. The new technology aims to help the oil and gas industry with the problem of flare gas burns. Interested? Well, let me give you a detail to cool you off. WPWR wrote in a release on May 7th that they intend to deploy the first test unit later this year. This basically means that if you want to invest in the company, proceeds from the deal will likely come after a long time. In February and March, it took people a while to figure it out, but eventually they did. WPWR incinerated 90% of their stock price as the promotions dissipated. Fast track to last week and we see a small jump, but you guessed it, that was due to a new pump. It's been going for a while, but with little result until now. After stock tips moved on to their next target on April 10th, various small outfits took their place to promote WPWR. This month alone, we received almost 70 emails for a total compensation of $160,000. So it's safe to say that the pumpers are quite aggressive. And to all this, there's a related concern you should know. In June 2007, the company sold almost 1 million shares for 0.02 cents per share. With the 50-to-1 forward split at the beginning of this year, those shares are now 48 million of the 107 issued and outstanding. We don't know how many of those have exchanged hands throughout the years, but if there's still a significant chunk with the original owners, they may be tempted by the pump to initiate a large sell-off. This is Martin Nadenoff for HotStock.com.
I have a small amount of money to invest and I want to gamble in the market. I'm looking for a penny stock that'll go up and turn it into $100,000 or $1 million.